Studio 9. My name is Nitin Menon. We're here with a very special guest in our studio today. He's been a very integral part in our community for last year, serving in a full of his heart with very, very strong supportive team. Our own president, Ranjit Radhakrishnan. I would like to welcome him to the Studio 9.
Thank you, Nitin, for bringing me here in Studio 9. And I heard that it's the first one, and I'm really honored from my heart to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranjit. The whole idea of starting Studio 9 is we really thought that we want to bring our community members to have a chat, discuss our daily issues. We believe whether you are a stay-home mom, dad, business owner, whether you are driving a taxi, whether you're serving as a nurse, doctor, we believe everybody has a story to tell. And we want to bring that story to our community, saying why Harvey Bay, why you moved here, and share your story to our community members. So that's the whole reason we started this.
So you asked me why Harvey Bay, and it was just like a coincidence. Basically, I'm a product development engineer, and I'm working here as a quality engineer in Rheinmetall Naya. It's an ammunition company. I got an offer from this company, and this was the first company in whole Australia making ammunition shells. And being a part of this pioneer enterprise, it was like a blessing for me. And I just grabbed that. And just to feel that, the climate was just awesome, just like my native. Yeah. And I got clamped here. It's almost 2.5, I guess, 2.5 years already. And all of a sudden, just within after 1 year, I became the president also.
It is, yeah. And I think I should say that, and if also to all the viewers, I think Ranjit has done an exceptional job with an amazing team of members. It takes a lot of courage to run something like that when you're especially very new to the community, and this is why a lot of people don't really step up to that role. Because you don't know what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. But if you have a good team behind you, you can achieve any milestone, and you've just done that. And it was a great year. We've done some really good events. So hats off to you and your team who've been behind and done every day, So great job.
Yeah, it's all about the team.
Yeah.
As we say, team, together, everyone achieves more, right? And serving as a president, it was really fun. More than that, a bit of challenging experience, more of learning. Majority of the time it was planning, budgeting, then collaborating with the stakeholders who has to do the events. And it was a first-hand experience for me. I was really having fun with it, and a bit a sad part of it after, let me say that, nobody is not coming in front or becoming a volunteer to learn this fun experience. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe people has not understand what's happening inside and what's the fun in it. Maybe that's the reason. But I really loved it. I am as a manager or to my career also, that actually helps. It's really a collaborative experience with not only business, not only within the community members. There are many people here who can give us so much of information where we learn a lot. I really love it, to be frank.
That's you absolutely correct. I personally feel our community have so many amazing people. Like we have some people are in some very high positions. We have some amazing people who day in, day out serve our community. And I think their expertise can be used so much in every day. And it's a bit of a kind of a thing, like you have to push everybody to come. But I think they want to come, but I think they just want, like, who's going to take the first step, So once someone takes the first step, then there are a lot of people you see on an Onam function. Close Onam function. It's like they're there. People are there to help. But I think nobody wants to step up to the role.
Yeah, I understand that. There is always people to help. But you need to provide them a platform and bring them in, show them, see, these are the steps to go. And I usually, I'm a more of a planning guy rather than executing. I show them what to do step by step. And even if you go start making a tea also, you need to know the process, right? I always try to do step-by-step process in a paper and show them. And if at all we are working as a team, right, I give it to the team, all the stakeholders, tell them, say, what is your input in that, so that they feel, oh, this is my project also. So that's how I collaborate with the team. I don't know, moving forward, who else are willing to come, but sure, there are more talents, people outside who can make this community far, far, far better.
Yeah. So how many members do you think now? How many family do we have?
On top of my mind, when I came here, it was like about 80ish. Then after 2.5 years, it is more than 120.
120 families.
Yeah, and it's ongoing process. Many of as a community president, many of people have my number, especially from New Zealand and Tasmania. Many are calling me and asking how are there, how is the climate here, how cost effective it is, all those steps. And I'm lucky enough to guide one of the guy to get a house nearby, so that he can drop in straight away, getting into the job. So, but I was lucky enough, to be frank. I didn't even understand what's happening and how I'm helping, and it just happened like that. Just because I was in that presidency and working with all these teams, I don't know from where I got all this knowledge to work with them. So it's a learning experience or a learning curve to what I say, like it's a learning curve.
So what is one message that you would like to give for people who are coming to Hervey Bay, especially Malayalis looking to come? What's the message as a president?
Are you a beach lover? Are you willing to be willing to have a peaceful life? Are you a calm-minded person? And do you want to be cost-effective in your life? Then come to Hervey Bay, and you will have a feeling like after retiring, it's a good spot for after retire life. And if you like to have it before retiring itself, it's a good spot. Even if you Google it, they strictly say, or they highlight that point itself. So it's a spot for retiree guys.
Yeah. See, being in real estate, I think I get also a lot of phone calls from Malayalis, and they say, "What do you think? How long you been here? Do I have a property?" I'm actually talking to a couple of them who are planning to come in next couple of 2-3 months, and they say, "Oh, is there a house there? What kind of house we have to look, and how's the community? How big the community is, and everything." So, what is one message that you want to give to our members?
Regarding
in general,
in general, to grow, we need to be supportive. No matter what, we are a social being. We have to be supportive in all matters, whether it's financially, mentally, morally, any aspects. We have to be supportive. As a Fraser Coast Malayali Association president, what I can say is we have a lot more to improve. All the talents are there within the community. We have to bring them out from their nutshell, give them a platform, show them, there is a platform for you to work out, and let them come up. And especially you need to work on the seeds and the kids. So they are going to be the future of representing this community. So work on them. Not only mentally, on the talent wise, like music, martial arts, other steps. And we have a bunch of doctors here, not only medical field. I think 90% of them are 90%, and majority of them, when I say I'm an engineer, oh my God, you engineer? They haven't heard a community, in the Malayali community, engineer. Oh, okay. So we have to get into different sectors also, not only medical. So that would be my message to the community. Not only that, we have to bring the business within our community better. So everything is about money. So if you want to get more money inflow, we need to bring up more business into the community. At present, we are lacking a bit of that. Maybe we need to work out for that, and it would be better if everyone support the community business. Yeah. So that is one message from me.
Yeah, I think we also seen some really new things from your the last executive committee, that you encouraged a lot of new movies to come, which is great, which is a phenomenal thing, because that one movie get a lot of people together. You know, you can see photos and everybody sharing photos in the movies. Some of the movies were not that great, but it's okay. But it brings the community together, and that's the thing that we really need. You know, and I think it was one of the great initiatives that you've taken, and your executive committee who have taken it. Now, apart from talking about community, and tell me a couple of things, like what are you think that some of your habits that have made you what you do every day, you know, like habits that drive you. What drives you every day, you know?
It's about, you should understand the why in you, the purpose of your soul. I always try to find the why am I doing it. Before I do what or how, I find the why. Then only that makes me motivated, rather than going to straightly going to the process. I understand the why. If I do this, what is the benefit other people are going to get, including me and my family and my community, and in a broader aspects. So that why, always I try to find the why. And it's all about sharing and caring. And you just not, as before I told, we are a social being, right? So we have to think of the people around us. So that's and you told me about the habit, right? Habit is about wake up early and go to bed early. Yeah. So that's one of the habit. A couple of habits are there. And third thing is that you start something, you finish it. Halfway doing, I don't start. Yeah. If I start, I'll finish it. I'll manage to finish it. That's my one of the habit I always keep.
What are the 2 skills that nobody knows about you?
The 2 skills, maybe I can tell you one skill. Some other is confidence or confidential. Okay, I can start reading people's mind and people's health, just looking at them and understand what's going through them. And if at all they are going through some pain, I don't know from where, somehow I feel that pain in me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just because I was doing some continuous meditation and early wake up, all those steps, I think I have that in me. That's one of the thing nobody knows, but now
everybody knows.
Now it's everyone.
What is one piece of advice that you got and that stuck to you?
It's a life advice what I have, and I keep every time. It's a slogan. It's a Sanskrit slogan. Nimisham jolitam shreyam natu dhumayitam chiram. I'll tell you the meaning of it. Nimisham jolitam means always be a glowing light and give light to the other people. Don't be a smoke ejector and harm for others. So I always try to be that. You don't become a smoke ejector for any aspect of life. Don't be a smoke ejector, or don't harm anyhow, knowingly or unknowingly, within your thoughts or within your speak or within your action. Just do that. And it sticked on to me maybe about 10, 14 years now. And it's always there with me. I write that. Whenever I feel like I'm down, I write that. and I take that concept inside me.
So did you get that message from somebody, or is it something that you read, or?
I like to read books.
Okay, yeah.
And I like to read. I like to hear audio books and podcasters. Yeah. So I have a bunch of books always with me. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a bit of a question. Now, one dish in a South Indian dish, okay, if you have to cook, and that you can cook for anybody, like with confidence, what would that be? What would that be?
I'm not a good cook, but still, it's a chicken curry. We can varattaracha chicken curry.
Oh, adivoli! I can smell the vartha chicken, guys. So if you want vartha chicken, he's the man.
There is a story behind that, especially Malaysian friends know about it. One of the friend had a small kid, and his birthday function, and he called me. He's a Chinese guy. I cooked this chicken varattaracha chicken curry and gave it. About 40 people were there, and they all was asking my number, not for to become a friend, to be a partner, to start a to be able to do business over there. That's the only one curry which I can make very nicely, and I stick to that. But unfortunately, I don't eat meat.
Oh, so you are a vegetarian.
Now a bit of half. Yeah. Majority of the time, I prefer vegetarian. Yeah.
One movie that's your favorite?
Devasuram. That's an old Lalaten movie. I'm a Lalaten fan, Mohanlal fan. From my heart, I still love him. Even now also he's into the movie, but I'm not liking his acting now. But previous, every mode of action was really good.
അപ്പം ഒരു മോഹൻലാലിന്റെ ഡയലോഗ് ആവട്ടെ. What do you think, audience? Let's have one dialogue of Lalaten.
I'm not good in dialogues, yeah, so I retrieve from that.
Okay, one message that you want to give to our younger generation in our community.
Sharing is caring, and always in industry, safety is first. Outside industry also safety is first, but you have the health is first. Health, safety, and do some sharing and caring to your family and to your community. That covers everything.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a great advice, guys. In the world of hatred, greed, jealousy, what do you think? What is love?
Love is a feeling. It is a thought. It is a belief. So you don't keep love inside your mind and just tell maybe your wife or your kid, "I love you." It has to be actioned. So it's a feeling, it's a thought, it's a belief, and it's an action. So once you express it, it is love.
Wow, that's great. That's it. That's very touchy. That's very touchy there.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably one more, probably couple of last questions before we wind this up. Any message to our members?
Come as a volunteer, be part of the executive committee, and have the fun, have the challenging experience, how things are going. And just before I told sharing is caring, right? So let's work together, grow together, empower together. It's all about get everyone together in a platform, and even welcome others from other community, come to Harvey Bay, and let's just grow exponentially in all aspects.
I think so. That's a great idea too. I believe that there is so many of our members here that we can be a very powerful force in our community, and I think it's just keep going and doing things for our community, and everything is a very vital factor, and we should not let it die, So before we wind up, I just want to let all the audience who are watching here that we bringing this podcast with a lot of very special guests in our community. So if you feel that the content has some kind of value, we want you to share, like, subscribe the podcast, because the more people it reaches, the better and bigger audience and guests we can bring to our podcast show, which can be more knowledgeable and they can share their wealth of knowledge to us as a community. And we have a lot of amazing guests in the pipeline that are scheduled to come to the podcast. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. If you watched till the end here, thank you for watching, and thanks, Ranjit. Thanks for coming to the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for making me a part of it. And it was really awesome time with you, chit-chatting, having fun, and sharing the wealth of knowledge what we have. And viewers, please do watch this. And there is, as he told, there is so much of people are there in the pipeline. And I know it's going to be a great fun for all of you guys. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you.